Welcome to Brandon Walks Through Chains of Olympus, Challenge at Hades number 5, the Epic Brawl. This one takes a while. It's not so much the fact that it's hard at all. It's challenging enough, but it's just challenging because it just takes forever. You do not want to mess up and die, especially in the middle of it or towards the end. It's so frustrating. But pretty much the main strategy is to really not get hit. Obviously you can a little bit, and they give you health and mana chests in the back, which I don't even think I used throughout this whole time. So obviously it's doable without them, definitely. But the main strategy I found, as you can see, is just taking out those harpies by throwing them and ripping their wings off. But what I'm doing is pressing square real quick, a quick jab, and then I press the circle button. That way it kind of draws them to you for some reason. Like not so much as the square attack like reels them in or anything like a fish, but for some reason I found like if you just try to hit circle, you'll just try to grab nothing. But if you do the square and then circle, it draws them in. You're able to keep them at bay, and that way, like, none of these guys are attacking you while you're hitting them at all. So it's a good strategy until all the harpies are gone, and then focus on these guys doing a quick square and then just bashing triangle. That you could also use the fists too. Those are pretty powerful, and you'd be able to take care of them in like 2-3 hits, especially if you use the strategy that we did in the challenge 2. So, but it's whatever tickles your fancy, they say, I guess. It really doesn't matter as long as you stay alive. That's the biggest thing here, and just have patience, because it takes a while. There's just so many enemies to go through, but really the phasers are the harpies, and then these guys and the harpies, and then just these guys for a little bit, and then we'll go into a bunch of cyclopses. There's like, they only do 2 at a time, which is kind of nice of the programmers, but I believe there's like 6 cyclopses we cycle through, right? And then back to these, before the cyclopses, there's medusas and stuff. These soldiers, yeah, right? These soldiers and these medusas, then the cyclopses, then more soldiers and medusas, then harpies, and then I believe we're done after that. So, just try not to get hit. Use some magic. You got a whole chest plus a full meter. I definitely prefer doing Charon's Wrath if I'm getting teamed up on, just to make sure that I hit one guy with Charon's Wrath and then draw my focus towards other people who aren't being hit by it, so I can get them up in the air, or just make it so they're not hitting me at all. Definitely by doing the cutscene for the medusas, you get some magic, so you definitely want to use some. I definitely suggest using some, and then that was a close call with me being stoned right there, but definitely using some and then ripping off the Medusa's head. I always like to keep some magic though, just as a backup, just in case something's going terribly wrong and I'm being majorly double or triple or quadruple teamed. That way I'll always have like a scapegoat or something to rely on, in case, just in case. You never know. You really never know. Especially with how long this battle is, you just don't want to take any chances at all. So yeah, that's the strategy. It's pretty straightforward. Just keep doing the power attacks, and you should have it within. You might be able to even do this in your first try if you're careful enough. I believe this was my second, because I got caught in one of those pillars back there, just got surrounded and I couldn't move or anything like that. So here's the Cyclopses. Definitely just avoid all their attacks because you can't block them at all. So the best thing you can do is really just stay out of their way. But the nice thing about the Cyclops is that they do heal you. So you know, it's a little break. They're pretty easy to take care of, and then you gain health after you kill them. So you can't really ask for much more. But pretty straightforward. You just do your same attacks as the soldiers. Takes them out pretty quick. Around 2 strings of attacks. Yep, gets the O above their head, and then you can quickly take care of them after that, either with the kill move or just taking them out with 1 or 2 more hits. So I like doing the kill move sometimes, especially when there's another Cyclops there, just because, you know, they can't attack you while you're doing it at all. So just remember to keep avoiding the attacks. It didn't look like I was avoiding too much, but avoiding it and blocking is definitely your best friend with all of these enemies. But since you can't block, you just dodge their attacks. It's not too bad. So now we're waiting. Alright, more Medusas. So we can replenish our magic a little bit. So yeah, there's not really much else. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's a long challenge, so just be sure to not get surrounded at all. I like to stay down more towards the bottom of the screen, kind of like how we did in Challenge 2, just so you can see them coming at you. But the camera is a little more elevated, so you can see a little bit more. So keep moving around and keep those power attacks going. And if you have time or if you feel surrounded, definitely do a kill move. Oh, and yeah, and obviously just don't get stoned at all, because if you're stoned and they hit you once, you're dead and you have to start all over. So you know that. You know that. I'm just preaching to the choir. Oh, so I believe we have a whole nother round of harpies coming up after these guys. This was actually the last thing I had to do before I platinumed this game, which my platinum almost, I got too impatient because I thought it wasn't popping up for some reason. I was about to get mad, so I ended the recording and then it popped up right after. I was like, dang it. Yeah, so I might just try to post some of the Ghost of Sparta ones. Okay. So now that we have these harpies, just take them out the same way we did at the beginning. Really, and just pick them off one by one. And there is a lot of them. There's at least like 50, I want to say. And just hit the soldiers when you can. I don't even think I do right away until all the harpies are gone. You know, and just take them out slowly. Just be careful. You always have health and magic. Just one thing though, don't get too dependent on it. But you definitely have that, you know, at your disposal. This is definitely one epic battle. I'm just happy that they didn't throw in like 5 Cyclopses and, you know, 1 Minotaur and like 10 Harpies trying to all gnaw at you. It's just one big epic battle where there's like 50 enemies and you, at least, and then like if you kill them all off, then you're done. But it's just one really long battle instead. I guess with that way you could easily do some spells or something and get rid of a bunch of them all at once, and then just try to pick them off one by one after that. But I think that would just be epic. But then again, that could be really, really hard if there's like, could you imagine 4 Cyclopses all at once? With a bunch of Harpies gnawing at you, and these guys are annoying because once they start running, it's kind of hard to stop them. Really, unless you're really good at blocking or just really good at timing out those power attacks right there. But yeah, I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.